We'll take an opening statement from Coach Hickey, have questions for student athletes, dismiss them, and have questions for Coach Hickey. Coach?
Sure. Obviously, it's a special day for our program. First NCAA win, and in a very well played, hard-nosed baseball game. First time I've run across California. I've never seen them before. This tournament brings different things and different matchups together, but we got some outstanding pitching today from Tom Curtin. Dave Matthews came up huge, and we got a lead, and we were able to dodge enough bullets to get that last out. But again, was awfully proud of this team yesterday, and it's the same pride I have in them today.
Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you for questions for the student athletes. Dudley?
I'm sure you've been asked this millions of times, but were your parents big fans of Dave Matthews? And talk about your home run and just, what a big blow it was in the game.
I'm actually a junior. My dad's name's Dave Matthews as well, so he wasn't too popular growing up, at least in that era. But, I think that good teams pick each other up, and I think that great teams find a way to get it done. I think today, TT supported us yesterday offensively when no one else was hitting. I think today we kind of just need that kickstart sometimes. I think at the end of the day it comes down to everybody picking each other up. Today, obviously I produced offensively, but I think that the pitching, our defense, it all had to come together in order for us to win against a good ball team. Fastball up and in, I believe. Just elevated enough to get it out of here, thankfully. I think hats off to that kid. He threw great all day. I think that we hit the pitches we should have been hitting, and that's why we were successful today.
Bob?
Tom, what was working for you today? And you're probably not used to pitching in 85-degree weather. What was it like? What was your stamina like in that weather?
Towards the end, definitely started to feel the full effect of 80 degrees. We haven't played anything that hot all year, but I was just trying to throw as many strikes as I can with all my pitches and give my defense an opportunity to make me plays, as they have done all season, and it worked.
Tom, a little bit further on that, what was your mix? What did you have working that was effective? And then after falling behind 2-0 and your guys, coming behind you, how that felt?
I had my splitter and my curveball working well off each other. They were complementing each other well, and it was amazing. Anytime I'd get down and these guys would come and pick me up every inning, it would, I was just trying to give them a chance, and even when I wasn't succeeding, they had my back the entire time.
Just for both guys, obviously this is the first win in program history in the NCAA tournament. It's only the second win, I think, for your league. But Bryant beat Arkansas a few years back. But just how big a deal is that to y'all to be part of that?
Man, this is what you play for. You come at the beginning of the fall, you come out here with one goal to win your conference championship. And then after that, we got the privilege to play here in front of the biggest crowd in this atmosphere. It's unexplainable. It's a great privilege for all of us to be out here, all the guys, the younger guys, to experience this. I've never been a part of something as big as this. I've never played in front of this many people. So I think to come out here and to give all we got is all we could ask for.
And, like you said, Arkansas is a great atmosphere. Being in a stadium and a field like that, it feels exceptional. You're just looking to have fun and enjoy the opportunity that you're given right now.
Any more questions for the student athletes?
Yeah, there wasn't a handshake line, and I'm not sure. Did y'all know? What did you think about that?
No further comments.
Fellas, thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, raise your hand. We'll get Mike to you for questions for Coach Hickey. Tom?
Yeah, Coach, you touched on Tom's performance, but just watching that develop inning after inning, and then he falls behind, and, just how he battled.
Yeah, no, that's what he is. We converted him into a starter this year. He hadn't started his previous 3 years, and he's just gone out there and given us a chance to win every game. last weekend he came back on 2 days rest to win the conference championship game. And so that was part of the reason why he didn't pitch yesterday, but I knew I was going to get a gutty effort out of him. He was going to battle for us and compete. And, you saw it. The game went back and forth, They hit a ball that, a fraction of an inch, would have went out in left field, Then we converted on that spot. It was funny, the first few innings, it was, serve and volley back and forth, and then we were able to make one more or a better opportunity with that 3-run homer, and then he went out and got 6 more tough outs, I believe, and then I'm usually a guy that lets someone go out there and keep competing, but, when we've had Jared Gallagher, who was fresh in the bullpen, we were going to go that route. Obviously, they made it interesting in the ninth inning. As a quality competitive team, you expect them to come back at you like that. But fortunately, we were able to get out of there, especially probably with somebody on deck. I didn't really want to go down that road.
Bob?
Hey, Coach, I don't know if you thought about this, but I know you won 2 games 20 years ago with Providence over the Citadel. I'm guessing that might be a record to go 20 years between NCAA tournament wins. Had you thought about that at all today, and how sweet is this one?
Yeah, no, it's and the reality of going through this, we're going to have less bullets, going up against some of these teams. And you get to a day like yesterday where you're proud and happy and being able to play in great environment, and then somehow you got to rally them to come back out and play again without giving the inference that we're not good enough to play here. But what happens is the reality is you start thinking of travel plans home, and you're out there playing, and we made a decision. We have another arm in Mike Apple that might have been somebody we went to earlier in the 6th or 7th inning, but we were going to ride Tommy out and finish with Jared and hopefully be able to run Mike out there tomorrow.
One of the things I was going to ask is who you're probably going to start tomorrow. And you know the game's not over. Were you able to take a breath when Dave Matthews hit the home run?
Oh, yeah. No, it obviously you start believing a little bit more. You start counting outs a little bit more. And, they helped in the standpoint that they were very aggressive offensively. They, from my dugout, they were as physical a team as I've seen. In terms of looked like it was 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", up and down the lineup. And the ball looked like it was jumping a little bit. But yeah, we were fortunate after getting that lead that we rode that momentum and got to the finish line.
Any more questions?
Coach, I think I saw Mike out there saying something about the handshake deal. Did you just take that?
No, I think exactly what I overheard his answer, that the season's over, and you won, and you turn around, and I think you just draw a blank, and he and I shook hands, just met him this morning, so I have nothing but respect for their program. They played hard, we played hard. Sort of a weird thing leaving that we would walk in front of their dugout. That's something I wouldn't do normally, especially when you respect the game and you respect your opponent. But no, there was nothing there. I mean, I don't know that I don't think any kid knew anybody on the team. It's just a matter of playing hard and the reality that your season's over, and we get to the enjoyment of another 24 hours of staying in Fayetteville and savoring that for a little bit.